Periscoping live back home at Wolfout Studios in sunny Madison, Wisconsin. It's a Periscope with your host, Nate Chappell. Tonight's guest is publicist to the host and brother to the stars, Rob Chappell, and a Jurassic pants dance. But now, the man who swears he didn't do it, Nate Chappell. Yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and gigawatts. Where are my gigawatts at? Welcome to episode Ocelot of Up Periscope, the only show on the internet with my phone number. That is, of course, because we are broadcasting live from my iPhone 5S. The S stands for S. Via the Periscope application. Periscope, we can't help what you want to look at. That's their sort of defensive slogan this week. We are back at our home studios in sunny Madison, Wisconsin this week, and it is great to be home. It was just Viv and me last episode. Definitely missed our stage manager, Johnny. Yeah, but it was pretty quiet on the set without Johnny. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a joke because Johnny is quiet as a mouse. And he likes cheese a lot. You know, maybe Johnny is a mouse. Breaking news, guys. Johnny is a mouse. Johnny is a mouse. Although he does like cats, so maybe he's got that toxoplasmosis. Are you guys familiar with that? It's a disease you get from a parasite in cat poop. Yeah, it's supposed to hijack a mouse's brain to get it to be drawn to cats. So maybe he's got that, I guess. In people, the parasite has been found to be linked to mental illness, specifically diseases such as, why are you scooping poop out of a box every day? My cat Virginia just rolled her eyes and said, every day, I wish. Cut the attitude, Virg, okay? I'm serious. Otherwise I'm going to come pet you. Oh no, I think I'm affected, you guys. Infected. Anyway, we had a great time in the magical mountain land of Eldora, Colorado. I've never been in the mountains before, really, and everybody kept talking about mountain time. Everyone's on mountain time around here. I get it, you guys, but it's just an hour earlier. I just reset my watch when I got there. But things do move a little slower there, partially because it takes so long to drive anywhere. The roads are so windy and bumpy. In fact, we found out there was a restaurant just 2 doors down from our cabin, so we went to check it out, and it took us 45 minutes to get there. Really, really windy road. It was closed by the time we got there, and it was an hour and 10 back for some reason. I don't know. What else? We went on a great hike up to a mountain pass. We climbed all the way to 11,900 feet. To put that in perspective for you guys, 11,900 feet would be 5,950 people, or 2,975 dogs, or 1,487 and a half spiders. Ugh, half a spider. So many spiders. What else? Oh, I got hit by a bike for the first time. Cross that off my bucket list. I'm really glad I keep this around all the time. We were in Boulder. Where my morks at? And I was crossing a bike path to get to the creek, and I sort of walked into the path like an idiot. Remember, pot's legal there, you guys. No, but I checked my peripheral vision, and it was blocked by my stupid lady's sunglasses and all the weed. And it was too late when I heard, okay, as I realized that this woman was about to ride her bike right up my ass. I braced for it as it started moving, like, hot, 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 hot. I think she tried to turn, and she exited my bottom crack. That's what I'm calling it when I'm trying to be polite. Judging by the skid mark on the small of my back, it veers to the left. She also slammed on her brakes, and as I jumped away from the tire that had just ridden through me, I turned and I saw her completely vertical, like stalled all the way on her front tire, just ready to topple forward. So I grab her and I set her down gently, and I say, I'm an idiot, I'm sorry. And she says, I'm sorry too. As if we had just had a fight or something and we were making out, like, I'm sorry too. We both said some stuff back there that we'll probably regret. Who knows who rode it, whose bike, up whom's ass. Let's just wipe the slate clean, okay? So, I just flew in from Denver, and boy are my arms tired from covering my mouth and nose to protect myself from all the germs coming out of the guy next to me. Good God. This guy sneezed into the wall right away. It all deflected back, diffused. And then he spent the rest of the flight with a minimum of 2 fingers in his mouth. A minimum, just chewing away, sucking away. I have no idea why. At first I thought it was a fingernail, so I passed those first 15 minutes waiting to see what he was going to do with a bitten nail fragment, and was instead left with the suspicion that he swallowed it. Or that there was no nail at all, but then why? On the bright side, this rubbish person made the turbulence a little easier to deal with. Like, yeah, is a plane crash really much worse than I've got going on over here? If I survived, I can tell you one thing. I will not be eating that guy. Gross. No thanks. But I would eat you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for tuning in. Tonight we've got Wolf Out TV volunteer publicist Rob Chappell as our guest. But first, a summer blockbuster themed pants dance, Jurassic Pants. Don't move a monkey.
Spent the night, we held the key, and watched you sleep, yeah, watched you breathe, and all was lost, it's all on me, you took my life, made it plain to see. A house, grew a home, it's never lost, but you're still alone.
And now, Jurassic Pants, an interpretive pants dance set to the music of Jurassic Park. Hey, man in the mirror. How's it going? You gotta feel pretty good about yourself looking so much like me. You know, that was a hell of a pants dance. Hey, guys. Hey, Carson, if you just logged in, you should go back and watch it because it was amazing. Had makeup, costume. Anyway, they've made those fingers. Anyway, what I really wanted to talk to you about today was mortality. Specifically, your mortality. Because, I don't know how else to say this, you've got a leg infection. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you, but your leg is infected. And you have a pretty limited amount of time. So I'd recommend enjoying the time you have left and reflecting on everything else. Man in the mirror, I got you good. Idiot. Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Up Periscope. It's episode Ocelot, and we've got in our guest segment this evening a good friend and good brother of mine, Rob Chappell. Thanks for being here. Rob actually, in addition to being a very famous man's brother, is also starting up a new little business venture. He said, like I would say, little to minimize it there. So why don't you tell us what it's all about, your little project?
Well, we are starting launching tomorrow at Madison365.org. It's a new independent online nonprofit magazine, multimedia news source for Madison's communities of color.
Oh, that's good. That's funny.
No, really, it's for the
No,
minority
it's
community.
really funny. Yeah, right. This guy invented deadpan. Seriously, invented bedpans too. Neither here nor there. But so speaking of publicists, which you are one of, right?
Yes.
You're our volunteer publicist, and I thought I'd take this time to cash in on a little question I've been having. How do you think the show's been going?
Well, I would characterize your analytics as indicative of an opportunity to amplify the core product across platforms, to deepen and broaden your reach among the core constituency.
Does anyone else speak publicese out here?
I do.
Johnny, what's he talking about?
Ain't nobody watching.
Oh, ain't nobody watching. That makes more sense. That makes perfect sense. Okay. So, let's see. What do you think we can do about that? Let's bring in this whiteboard here. Maybe you can just jot something down here, Rob. Just give me a good diagram.
Well, what we could do is we could utilize an opportunity to on a cross-platform basis utilize do some ideation to utilize synergy going forward.
So you're talking like we just got to get more people watching.
That's another way of saying it. Yes.
Okay, I think I'm picking this up, Johnny. Okay, so synergy. Do you remember that thing that Jerry Lewis used to do all the time?
Like hilarious movies.
Well, okay, no, the other thing that he used to do on Labor Day.
Oh, ladies!
Yeah, he would do a telethon or whatever.
Oh, you say you want to do like a fundraiser?
No, actually, close. I want to do a fundraiser, like some sort of variety show, like multi-hour sort of thing, where we just get people to give us clicks and hearts and subscriptions on YouTube and likes on Facebook and retweets and tweets and follows and stuff like that. What do you think? When should we do this?
Well, I've got a dentist appointment in 2 weeks.
Perfect. 2 weeks it is. 2 weeks from tonight. How are we going to get the word out?
I'm always impressed with a press conference.
Well, I call a press conference.
All right, folks, we'll get underway real shortly here. If you can take your places, we're just going to have some brief remarks, and then we'll just take a few questions. You ready? Everybody ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, Nate Chappell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and gigawatts. As many of you know, I am Nate Chappell, host, hero, and friend. As some of you don't know, I am also founder, file shooter, and program director of Wolf Out TV, your home for all the shows I make. In an effort to broaden our network's reach and get everybody to look at me, Wolfout.tv will be broadcasting a live telethon 2 weeks from tonight on Periscope and YouTube simultaneously. It will be a fundraiser, not a fundraiser. Spend your money on candy. We will be asking you simply for your clicks. The likes, the follows, the subscribes, the shares, the retweets, all of the clicks. The Wolfout Television Click-Clickathon will have candy, games, music, pranks, talking, bits, fights, and some of the finest data in the world. A true variety show. If we reach our goals, we will premiere Season 4 of our flagship show, Cat Chat. Meow. I'll take one question.
Mr. Chappell, Mr. Chappell, Mr. Chappell,
You
Mr.
there.
Chappell. Could you repeat that in an Ernie voice, as in Ernie of Bert and Ernie, as in Ernie of Sesame Street?
Sure. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and gigawatts. As many of you know, I am Nate Chappell, host, hero, and friend. As some of you don't know, I am also founder, file shredder, and programming director at Wolfout TV, your home for all the shows I make. Oh, sorry. You know what that song means? That means no further questions. That is the end of our guest segment. Thanks, Rob, for being here.
You're welcome, mate.
Now, let's move on to the game segment. For the game segment, Rob and I have always had a sort of a psychic connection. Are we looking good here? We gotta get closer. We've had a psychic connection, Rob and I have, ever since we were kids. One time I saw a local newsman, Charlie Shortino, in the mall, and I saw Rob later, and I was like, hey, you guys will never guess who I saw in the mall. And he said,
Charlie Shortino?
and it was. So that is evidence. But this will be more evidence. We're going to do a little card mind-reading trick here. Let's set up some appropriate musica here. I don't know. Why isn't it playing? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to do the classic card trick. I'm just going to pick a card at random. In fact, Viv, do you want to pick it? Show it to the cam. Oh, sorry. Show it to the camera. Now let me look at it. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, now we're going to need everybody to be quiet. I mean, except you, Tyler. This is Tyler Hensard on the music. Okay. Everybody focus their energy at my brain.
Was it I think it was a black card. Was it a club?
It was a club.
No, the two of clubs?
Oh my god, you got it. Wow, that is amazing. Isn't that amazing, ladies and gentlemen? Wow, still got it, huh?
Oh, we still got it.
Still got it. Okay, now I'm going to do another one here. You sit here.
Okay.
This is going to involve some math. Now, you guys can do this along with us at home, okay? It's going to involve a little math, and I'm sorry about that, but whatever. Deal. Okay. So, here's how this works. First, pick a number between 1 and 10. Between 1 and 9, really.
Should I tell you what it is?
No. Keep it secret. Keep it to yourself. Now, multiply that number by 9. Everybody got it? Now, take that number, add the two digits together. In other words, if it was 25, add 2 and 5. If it's 50, add 5 and 0. Did I make you forget your number yet? Okay. So, that number times 9. Okay, so, and then add those two digits together. Now, take that number, subtract 5. Now, using that number corresponding to the letter of the alphabet, A being 1, B being 2, C being 3, etc. Now think of a country that starts with that letter. Okay, so if it's B, you would be thinking of a B country. Like Borneo. Is Borneo a country?
Brazil is.
Brazil is. It's also a nut. So am I. Okay, so then you've got that country. Now think of the second letter of that country. Take the second letter of that country and imagine an animal that starts with that letter. Okay? Now think of the color of that animal. Is your color, all of you, gray?
How in the world?
Well, that is called magic, ladies and gentlemen. It's the magic of math. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you know what that very late alarm means? It means that is our show, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody, really. I want to thank Rob Chappell for being my guest and my brother. He's at RGC Pro in Tweetsville. My crew of two, Johnny and Viv, Jerry Weston for the big idea, Ty Ensrid and Finn Hammond for all the great music, and to the guy upstairs for not making too much noise while we recorded this. And now you know, and knowledge is power about the Wolf Out Television Click-Click-a-thon from 7 to 10 Central, August 19th, 2 weeks from tonight. For more updates, follow us at Wolf Out TV and check out our other shows on wolfout.tv. There's a bunch, guys. But above all else, be excellent to each other, okay?
Okay.
Synergy, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Next week, who knows? It'll be episode, I don't know, something with a P. Maybe just episode P. Maybe not.